Right, how y'all doing? Have you ever wondered how I am such a level-headed, well-rounded individual? How I am the picture of sanity? Huh? You're thinking, it's not a thing, mate. I ain't got a clue. You ever wondered how I managed to keep this long, lush, thick head of hair? Mate, you're balding. It's chaos. Look, we have new furniture. A new piece of furniture. Where did that come from? I don't know. No one tells me anything. All I knew about today was I have some stuff to do this afternoon. I knew that my wife had to go to the hospital. I know that my wife had to do some deliveries and stuff. I didn't know we were going to be taking delivery of a sofa, armchair, two-seater, whatever. I didn't know it was going to be a thing. I never know anything's going to be a thing. You can't plan for anything in this house. Because so far, my wife did go to hospital. She hasn't done her deliveries. She said, sod it. I haven't done my stuff yet. That's going to have to happen. That's going to be done. This turned up. Just everything changes. Nothing is as it's supposed to be. Nothing is ever planned. And if it is planned, be flexible. Plans change a lot very quickly. It could be set in stone for months. And then the last minute, something different's going to happen. You're trying to plan your life around the craziness that is. Can't be that bad. Surely. It can't be that bad. It's been like it since dot one. Yeah, I swear. My wife and her friends, they'll make plans. On this day, we're going to go do this thing. We're going to go today. No, we're going to go tomorrow. No, we're going to go next week. No, we're not going to go do that. We're going to go do this. No, we're not going to do this there. We're going to go do the thing here. Not here, the other place. And it just changes over and over and over again. I could try to just keep things in some form of order. It can't really be that bad, can it? I didn't even know I was getting married when I was getting married. Want to know the first I heard of it? When I got a call from the registrar. Chaos. Trying to organise your life, keep things on track in the eye of the tornado. I'm used to chaos. I'm okay with chaos. Might actually help explain a few things about the way I am. You're free to do X, Y, Z at whatever time, at some point, whenever, whatever. Yeah, sure. You're not going to check. You're not going to see if you've got anything else booked in. You're not going to see if you've got anything on the calendar. Even if it was on the calendar, doesn't matter. Things change. Can't plan. I'll make it work. Where things been all over the place. Nothing can be anchored down. Everything just keeps changing. Everything keeps moving around. That's why I like things to be compact and portable as best I can. Because nothing ever stays where it needs to be when you need it. But I really like things to be where they need to be for when I need them to be there. Because then when things happen, and they will, I can just grab and go. That's the trick with chaos. It's fine as long as you're prepared. You can prepare for anything. That's the trick. Prepare for everything. It's not if something happens, it's when something happens. That's why I have so much stuff, so many little bits dotted about here and there, because when something happens, I'm ready for it. Tempered by chaos. It's like peace and quiet. There ain't none. Haven't been for a long time. Phone calls, text messages, people knocking on the door, random deliveries, guests. Someone always wants something. Someone always needs something. Someone always has something to say. Always something. My idea of peace and quiet, it's going to sound really bad. My idea of peace and quiet is going in for surgery. I don't think I've had any like proper peace and quiet, actual peace and quiet. No phone calls, no guests, no texts, no emails, no hammering on the door, no random things being put through, no random people turning up, right? I don't think I've had any peace and quiet, proper peace and quiet, since I last went in for surgery. Because at least when I go in for surgery, like when I had to have my arm done, when I had to have my leg worked on, when I had to have my foot worked on, right? I'm at the hospital at a certain time on a certain day. Right? I've got to be on the ward, ready for this surgery. I'm going to be knocked out. Oh my God, sleep. I can't remember who it was I was talking to a while ago, but we both agreed that some of the best sleep we've had in forever. I was an older boy. Said, best sleep ever? Going in for surgery, having to go into hospital, like looking forward to going to hospital just to get some rest, to get some peace. You know what's going to happen. You get knocked out, you're out for a few hours, you wake up in on the care unit or care ward or whatever, then you get rolled back down to the regular ward and you're allowed to sleep again. It's quiet. Nurses come and check on you. Great. And as soon as you walk out them doors again, oh my God. It's never quiet here. It's never peaceful here. There's always something going on here. Excellent. A knock on the door I actually wanted. It's the gift I got from my uncle. It's a day late. Supposed to give it to him yesterday, but better late than never. I really want to wind this down. I'd hoped to have been done by about 2 o'clock this afternoon. We're now rocking our way up to 8. And there's still a load of stuff to do. There's always something to do. There's always something. Whether it's someone else wanting you to do something, whether it be something that you need to do or something that they could do themselves that they want you to do, or just something completely trivial regardless, like, oh, yo, hey, check this out, whatever. Or so you're either doing a load of stuff for other people or you're sat there idling waiting for someone else to do their job so you can do yours. And I'm so used to nothing following a schedule, just always getting interrupted, that a lot of the time, just, it's not saying that like you're used to it, you can't really ever get properly used to it. I expect it, but like, because I expect it, just as a random example, let's say luxury time, I don't sit down and watch TV. I don't watch TV, I don't watch films, I don't really play games on my big screen TV. I have a 58-inch TV in my living room. I don't really use it. Very rarely do I use that TV. Most of the time, I'm on phone, tablet, laptop. That's why I like to keep everything mobile if I can help it. Because in that way I can at least maybe possibly get stuff done. Because I can go somewhere that's quiet to actually kind of like separate and shut down and just do. It's really hard to keep track of things when you're in the middle of doing something and then all of a sudden dum, 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 knock on the door, phone call, whatever, can you do this, can you do that, what about me, all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. The next thing you know, the thing you put down, you're 5 hours away from it and you've got no idea where you were when you were doing it. When you're in like that flow state and you've finally found that groove and you're getting stuff done and it's rad, right? Best work you've done in ages. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get interrupted and you are out. So then trying to get back into that groove is a nightmare. There was a time not so long ago, watching YouTube, right? 15-minute video would take me hours to watch, to the point now that if I want to watch YouTube, I am used to watching everything now at about 2 times speed. Everything at 2 times speed. So if I've got a 15-minute video, I can watch it in 7.5. 5-minute video, 2.5, just so I can get through, so I can absorb that information. Because otherwise, I can't be sure that I'm even going to get that 5, 10, 15 minutes just to sit there and absorb something. I'm having to find shortcuts and other ways to just kind of get something done, get something consumed, get something in. Same with I hate to say it at times, sitting down and eating. When's the last time you ate? I don't know. I am so used to getting interrupted. Just sometimes you do just idle, like reading a book. You don't read a book a chapter at a time. You don't sit there and go, right, I've read a chapter, dump, put it down. You want to actually get in there and get immersed and all that kind of stuff. This kind of life is no way to do that. In the chaos, there is no way to do that. It makes things that are supposed to be fun utterly miserable. It's probably another reason why I come across like a right Fruit Loop half the time. It's just really hard because of all those breaks and all those gaps to keep things organised up here in your head. You'll have something you want to say. You think, right, gotta do this first, gotta do that first. Or you go to bust out the camera to say the thing you want to say, and then something crops up, and then you don't say it. And then by the time you come to say it, you forgot it. I don't think I've covered. I don't even know where this came from, to be fair. I want to talk about something quite similar, actually, not being able to keep my thoughts organised. It does tie quite a lot into this, but there's always just so much demanding of your time. It gets worse as you get older. I seem to have a really bizarre case where my time isn't my own. In fact, I've just had time to shovel some pizza into my gob, and now I've got stuff to do. Other people want me to do stuff, so I'm just gonna upload this and be done for the night. You want to sit down and just get immersed or enjoy something, you're usually just too tired to do it. Yeah, I've probably missed out tons. So does any of this make any sense? It's busy, ridiculously busy, without needing to be busy. 2/3 of the people that demand my time don't need my time, don't really want my time, they're just bored, or they can't be bothered to do something themselves. And I schedule things, apparently. I schedule people. Really? Hope you're well. I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one.